Congratulations. You are about to embark on a literary journey that will take you places you've never dreamed. Your students will be the writers. Their imagination will create, illustrate, and dictate the direction the story will take.
It's Pandora's first day of school, and then what do you think?
And all the other pandas
Blood barn call.
Yeah.
Okay, that's a good idea.
Because try to defend Pandora by saying we think rainbow colors are cool.
Pamela, like, acting right now. Are they excited? Are they scared? Are they sad? Are they calm? What do you think? If they're coming up with ways to protect themselves.
Excited.
Yeah, they're pretty excited. So it's gonna be like a high energy word, like shouted or exclaimed or yelled or screamed. It's not like whispered, right? Oh, that's a great book, Daisy. Good pick.
Oh, I got a copy of it.
Oh, sweet. So keep both of those out. This one also has different animals in it as well. So here, let me see. Why not? I'll take all the books. Sounds good. Wait, so which size were you thinking? Oh, this one.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's fine. You need some help taking some out?
A lot of problems with like words and how to use them in the sentences. Like we use said and says a lot. Change some of those words so it'd sound more interesting. So we used words like exclaimed or grunts or yips.
Up to Pandora and exclaimed.
Okay, so I think we need the headphones. So he'll see if it works, and then you guys can listen if you want. To do one big storyboard with the whole class, because the kids would like shout out sentences in an organized manner. They would shout out sentences, and they really got the sentences flowing. They didn't have to stop for too long to think about what to write. It came naturally because they were just building off of each other, and they were free to just watch me write the sentences and see their words become full story paragraphs. And while they were all sharing ideas and talking, and as I was writing them, they did a great job of, changing words. When they would read a sentence back out loud after I wrote it, they sometimes said things like, oh, that word sounds kind of funny, how about we change it to this word? Or that sentence sounds weird the way it's phrased. Miss Whip, do you think there's a better way we could say that? So they did a good job of not only correcting themselves, but asking for corrections, which was great because they were learning things that they didn't even know they didn't know yet. Then we're going to choose the animal we want to write the story about. So we're going to narrow down the 3 to 1. And then we're going to go over the animal that we choose. We're going to go over their strengths. We're going to turn them into weaknesses so we can start thinking of problems we can use.
What are you doing? Trying to find pictures of caves. Saw the glowing and ran as fast as they could. I think you could say they saw the glowing colors and ran as fast as they could.
Yeah, because they don't know what glowing.
So this is like a whole new thing that's happening, like a lot of details. So do you think it's the same or different?
Different.
I think so too. So put a slash and then NP for new page.
with reading.
I think I almost got through all of them. I think I left off at 7.
The more details you have in a story, the funner it is to read and the better like pictures people get in their heads. Yeah?
They could sell at the village.
So how can we word that?
She said to Pandora, you should never be judged by what you look like. It's not on the outside, it's on the inside. And because my friend has been bullied because of the way she looked, and you just really need to see what's inside her, not what's on the outside.
It was a little hard at first coming up with some ideas on how our story was going to be, but once we read a different story that had first we were going to use a river and we were going to say magical rain came, and she had colors. She had all different rainbow colors.
And there's all this stuff about one page. Oh, awesome. I think you're right, Joe. Sweet.
Oh, but this one kind of do.
Yeah, so these are going to be individual pages, right?
Yeah, and then this one's together because they kind of go together.
Exactly. So that's what you guys are going to do, okay?
I'm doing the panda village during the day, and it's supposed to be made of bamboo, so I'm trying to make them look as realistic to bamboo.
What was also great about this program was how much creativity and free reign you can kind of have with it while you're following the process of writing the story and editing and getting to the completed goal. There are a lot of teachable moments throughout the process. For example, one of the kids one day was looking at we were using huge pieces of paper for writing our story, and he says, "Miss Whip, imagine if we were using normal paper right now, we would have so many pages." We were trying to figure out, because we were saying, Aiden was saying that's only 7 pieces of paper, and that doesn't seem like a lot. But then I said that these are really huge pieces of paper, so if we took a piece of paper that like you would be writing on in class, how many would that be? So we did, let's count again. So it's 1, can you put your finger there? 1, 2, can you put your finger there, Gigi? 3, so let's round to 3 because we can't fit it again. And then how many ways it goes this way? It's like 1, 2, 3. So then 3 times 3 is? 9. And then we have to do 9 times how many pages, which is 7. So 9 times 7?
63.
Yeah, so 63 little pieces of paper. They did. That is a lot. This program is really great for giving kids their own agency and having them help each other and be like mastering skills that they may not have perfected before or worked on before. So they did a lot of editing was incorporated in the whole process, whether it was the actual commas and periods and grammatical things, or when it was changing verbs and nouns and adjectives. They had a lot of fun coming up with different ways to change their writings and works around.
Our story, it's kind of like, it's based on a panda named Pandora, and she's a really cool panda, I think. I loved making the book. I thought it was pretty amazing how we did it. And with just a small group, I think it was really awesome. And
Should thank Holly.
Thank you, Holly.
thank you.
but it's fun. Like it's school, but it's fun school.
I'm really excited to use this program in any future classrooms I have with children. I think it's a great way to not only give children their own sense of agency and self-direction as a student and a writer and a reader, but it really helps bring a sense of community to the classroom. This would be a great activity to do towards the beginning of the year, because once you set aside all of the abilities that students may or may not have coming into class, they're really working as one group and one unit to come up with this great, exciting story that they come up with all together. So it's a great way of building a sense of community in a classroom, as well as working on their skills to become more proficient readers and writers and scientists and mathematicians.
It's a really fun time doing this. I really like doing it, and I hope we can do it again sometime.